Hello everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to my Beautiful Nights channel. For this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make these really cool bracelets using leather and stainless steel beads and findings. And by the way, all of the stainless steel materials I'm using here I got from BB Craft. I will leave links to everything down there below the video in the description bar, and I also have a coupon code to share with you guys just in case if you're interested in making an order. And something else I want to let you know, in case you didn't know, BB Craft now has free shipping if you spend $25, and I think that goes for like around the world. So if you haven't checked them out, you got to, because they have really good prices and some really neat, unique things, and a lot of stuff you can buy in bulk. So this design here is a design that I've already done videos on, but I've done it differently, and I've just found so much inspiration in this weave that I've come up with different ways to use it. So the very first video I did on this, I called it Loopy Leather Beaded Bracelet tutorial, and I used really large seed beads and leather, but I had a button closure. And then the second video I did, I figured out how to put two of these together. I made the bracelet double the width, and I connected it together in the center, and I think I called that one Loopy Celtic Beaded Bracelet tutorial. I'm going to be putting pictures up for you guys. This time I wanted to do a men's version of this because looking through my YouTube analytics, 15% of the people that watch my videos are guys. So I thought it was about time I did something for the guys, and this is what it looks like close up. Now I did do different size beads in this one, but you do not have to. You can use all of the same size bead, and you don't have to put a little charm on here. I just decided to do that because it makes the bracelet a lot easier to put on, because this is heavy, it weighs down, and I am a turtle addict. I love turtles. I've owned them pretty much my whole life. And this one here, I used a bead in the center in a way that I have not used it before, and I came up with this really cool look that makes the bracelet look so different. And on this one I have a little tree charm, and these charms are also from BB Craft, and like I said, I'm going to link everything below. So let's get started. This is going to be a very fun and easy project. Now I'm going to go over the list of materials you will need to make these bracelets, and they're both going to be using 4 feet of leather. The first bracelet though that I'm making is going to be using 1.5 millimeter leather. The second bracelet will be using 1 millimeter leather. So the first bracelet, I will be using 3 different sizes of stainless steel beads. Now you don't have to use 3 different sizes. I'm just trying to be fancy and change this up, so I'm trying to give it a different look. You can use the same size bead throughout the entire bracelet. I just choose to use 3 different sizes. Now it's been some time since I've ordered these beads, but I think the sizes are. I have to go back online and make sure. I'm going to have links to all the materials I'm using down there below the video. But I think this is a 4 millimeter stainless steel round bead, 6 millimeter stainless steel round bead, and 8 millimeter stainless steel round bead. That's the first bracelet, and I'm going to be using the stainless steel cord ends here, and a lobster claw clasp, and jump rings, and I am thinking about putting a charm on the bracelet. Not totally sure yet, but there's a nice mixture here. I got these from BB Craft. It came like this in a mixture. This is an awesome deal. So there is a Tree of Life pendant, there is a dolphin, a key, there is a star charm, a cross, a turtle, which is my absolute most favorite animal in the world, and there's a lot to choose from. Now for the second bracelet, I'm doing a weave. I'm doing the same weave, but because of the bead that I'm using, the weave looks totally different. It's really cool. So in order to do this weave, I have to use a smaller cord. So this one here, I'm using 1.5 millimeter leather, but the second bracelet, I have to use 1 millimeter cord. So these beads here, I will be passing through this bead twice. In order to do that, I have to use the 1 millimeter. Now these beads here actually, they actually look a lot like was it Toho Demi seed beads. I have Toho Demis in an 8.0. I don't have them in 11.0. Now, I compared them, and these are bigger than the 8.0s, and I am wondering if there is a 6.0 Demi. I don't know, but if there is, this might be close to that in size. Anyways, I'm going to leave links for everything down there below the video. So the first bracelet is going to use these here, and then the second bracelet is going to be using just these two, the 4mm and this really neat bead here. And of course I have to use jump rings, lobster claw clasp, and the cord ends, and I'm deciding whether or not if I want to use charms. So this is everything, and remember I will put the list of materials down there below the video, and I'll break the two pieces up because I'm doing two different bracelets in this video. I will have materials for one and materials for the other bracelet. I'm going to just be calling this one here the first bracelet because I'm going to do that one first, and this will be the second bracelet. And I'm going to have links for everything down there below the video in case you guys are interested in this. So let's go ahead and get started. See how this is open? I actually like to close it down some because I feel like it's kind of hard for me to start closing it when I go to put my cord in there. So I just go like this, and I get one of the sides to come down some. See that? It makes it easier for me. Okay, now I'm going to put my cords together side by side. And by the way, sometimes I find this little tooth, if you have this little tooth on your cord thingy, sometimes I find that that can be annoying and make the cords not want to lay right in the piece. So I actually come in here like this and I bend it down so it is flat. See how mine's flat with the loop there? I don't know why. Sometimes I have a problem with that. The cords, it'll make the cords push over to the left or right sometimes. It's weird, and I really don't find that piece to even be necessary there because it's not really doing anything. Okay, so I have my cords in, and just want to make sure, looks like this, and I'm going to use my flat chain nose pliers to do this. I do find that they work best. If you don't have flat chain nose, you can use regular chain nose, but flat chain nose seems to be the best. Okay, so I have that side there, close down a little bit. And now I need to go to the other side. You know what? They're both loose. So actually, I'm just going to, it's just, I don't know why this fusses with me here, this part. If I can just get this to go in some. There we go. Now it might work better. Okay, so I'm going to slide these two pieces into my little cord crimp thingy. Need to make sure that they're side by side. Okay, there we go. Squeezing that side down, and then I'm going to do this side. I might have to hold it like this. And go like this. This, by the way, stainless steel, these are stronger than the regular like copper ones. There we go. That helped a lot. Perfect. Okay, so I just squeeze this, and if the further down you go in here, the better crimp you're gonna get. So this is now the top of the bracelet. So I'm going to go ahead, open up a jump ring. Mine actually is already open because they come open. And I'm going to put my lobster claw clasp on, and I'm going to attach this here because I'm going to use my lobster claw clasp to attach to my table so I can work on this piece. Okay. So there we go. Let's start doing our knots. Alright, now I'm going to show you how I have this set up. I have a binder clip, bulldog clip that I clip on the edge of my desk right here. And then that's center. Then I have my beads down here. This is a pull-out drawer tray that I have like a tea tray in. I have a bead mat in it. And this is how I make a lot of cord bracelets like this. I just attach it to the edge of my desk and I pull my keyboard drawer out and I have a bead tray in it so that I could pick my beads up out of the tray. And you can attach this to whatever you want. I do have a bead loom that I made several years back. If you guys already have that, you could probably attach this to that loom and make the bracelet on there. There's so many different ways you can attach this bracelet. So I'm going to go ahead and start weaving this, and I'm going to start with the 4mm bead first. I'm going to pick the 4mm bead up with my left cord. See how that fits perfectly on there? Slide that bead down. And then I'm going to take my right cord and I'm going to go over the left cord and around just like this, making a loop. And I'm going to slide this loop up, and I want to capture this bead in this loop. And I'm going to zoom in so you guys can better see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. So see how I captured the bead in the loop? So you want to push this loop up here. You want this to be snug. You don't want a big gap. Now what I'm going to do is put a bead on this cord, and that's going to be the same bead again. A 4mm. Slide that down. This time I'm going to make a loop with this cord. So this one is going to go over the right, around, and through the hole here. Here's my loop. I'm sliding this loop up, and I'm going to capture the bead in this loop. Just like that. Now I'm going to go back to this cord, and this time I'm going to pick up my smaller 6mm bead. And like I said, if you want, you can do all of the same size. You don't have to do different sizes like I am doing. Okay, that's what we have now. I have to take this cord and make a loop with this one, so I go around this cord here, make a loop, bring this up, and again I'm going to capture this bead. Just like this. You want to slide this bead up, slide the loop up, just like that. Okay, now I have to put the bead on this side. So you're going left, right, left, right, left, right. Oops, wrong one. Thought I had the 6, but it was 8. The bigger beads, by the way, this one and this one, have a little bit of a bigger hole compared to the 4mm. Okay, so now I'm going to take this side, go over and under, making a loop, slide the loop up, adjust it so that it's snug, and there we go. So now I have two 4mm and two 6s, and now I'm going to do the 8. So on this side, the left cord, I'm going to put my 8mm bead, and then I'm going to take this cord here, go over top of the left, underneath, making a loop, adjust this. I don't like it when the cords overlap. You don't want them to overlap. These cords here, you want these to be side by side. That's how it's supposed to look. Okay, now I have to put a bead on my right cord. Slide that down. Now I'm going to take left, go over right, and make another loop. Adjust. Okay, now I have to decrease my beads. So this is an 8, and now I have to do a 6, and I gotta readjust my camera here. So, okay, there we go. So now I'm gonna go to 6, and I have to do it on the left side. and then take right and go over left, capture the bead, adjust it, and now I have to do a 6mm on the right side, again I'm going to capture this bead by going over and under, making a loop, capturing the bead, pulling the loop up. Okay, I have to decrease my bead again. So see, I had 2 4s, 2 6, 2 8, 2 6. Now it's going to be 2 4s. So with the left side, I have to pick up a 4mm. I really do love these stainless steel beads. They do not tarnish, they do not rust, they stay silver. Okay, there's my 4mm. I'm going to capture this one now with my right cord. I love this darn bracelet so much. I have used this technique so many different ways already. It's really cool. Okay, there's 1 4. I need another one. This time I'm going to do it on the right side. Picking up the bead, slide it down. Okay. Oops. Doesn't want to jump over that cord there. There we go. That looks good. Okay, so I decreased and now I have to increase again. So we're constantly increasing. We start out small, we increase, and then we decrease, and then we're going to increase and decrease. Here's my 6. Capture this bead. So this is pretty simple. I'm sure you guys understand what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward me doing this. Alright, as you can see, I continued on going. We started out increasing our bead counts and then decreasing and then increasing and decreasing and increasing and decreasing. I think you get the point. So here I am down here, and I now have to put this on again, which is pretty easy to do. I have to make sure that I put it the right side up, because sometimes I've made these bracelets and I had, you know, this side is the top and the other end I flipped upside down, so I have to pay attention to that. It's going to be a little bit easier to put this on because, well, these cords are sitting side by side. So just like earlier, I'm going to fold that little tooth down. Okay, just like that. And this time I think I'm going to hold it in my pliers like this and close these ends down some, so it makes it easier for me to put my leather in there. Okay, I could fold this side down a little bit more. Just gonna grab it right here and bend it down like this. Right, let's go for it. So this is the top. I'm going to flip this over, and the opening to this will be on this side. I got to make sure I don't screw this up. I think it was my Jingle Bell bracelet that I did. I accidentally had this on the wrong side. So this bracelet here is using the thicker leather, so it's going to fill this crimp thing a lot better. Yeah. See how it's really snug in there? It's nice. Okay, I just want to make sure that it looks good. Yeah. What does it look like down here? Looks good. Just double checking it's not too tight or too loose. And I'm ready to close it. There's one side. And here's the other side. I'm going to flip this over. And I like to squeeze it shut right down here in the pliers because that gets the strongest bite onto your thingy there. Cord crimp. It's basically what it is. It's a cord crimp. And then come on in here with your cutters and cut your leather without cutting off your metal. I've done nylon cord like this with these little things here, and with nylon cord you just get your lighter right after you cut it and you singe the end and it melts it and it goes in further. There we go. Okay, now I have to put my jump ring on, and I'm thinking that this one I should put the tree on or the turtle. I don't know. Maybe I'll put the tree on this one and the turtle on the other bracelet. But I do need more jump rings, and I put them away not thinking, so I have to get them back out in order to put them on. But it's totally optional. You don't have to put a charm on it. But because I have so many charms, I realized that this is a great way to use them in a bracelet, especially if they're double-sided, and it just makes the piece so much cuter. Okay, there we go. Also, it helps to have an extension chain with a charm on the end because it's like a counterweight, and when you go to put your bracelet on, it makes it so much easier because the weight is, you know, draping down your wrist, and you can close it. So here is bracelet number 1. It was pretty easy to make. Now we're going to go to bracelet number 2, which is a little more difficult, but once you like really study what I'm doing, it'll make sense to you, and it's easy. It's not bad. Alright, so now for this bracelet, we're working with the 4mm beads and these little rings here. I'm going to start by picking up on my left side, and remember I'm using the 1mm leather cord. I'm going to start with the 4mm round bead, slide that down, and then I'm going to take the right side and I'm going to pick up one ring, slide that down. I'm going to go around the left cord, making a loop just like this, pulling it through, okay, just like we did before. But this time we have this ring that we're working with, so we constantly have to pay attention to that. So I want the ring to be like this on this side, sliding this cord up, circling around the bead there. Okay, just like that. Now I'm going to take the right side and I'm going to pick up a 4mm bead, slide that down, and then I'm going to go to the left cord and pick up a ring with the left side, slide that down. I'm going to go over top of the right cord and underneath, just like this, but I do have to pass through this ring here. Okay, through there. I'm going to slide this bead into the loop, bring this up, and I just pulled that too tight there because my bead popped out, so I'm popping this back in place. Okay, so I'm holding it between my fingers as I pull it snug, adjusting it like that. Now with the left cord, I'm going to pick up a round bead, slide that down, and then I'm going to go to the right cord and pick up one ring, slide the ring down. I'm going to go underneath the left cord, and I have to pass through this ring here. Okay, just like that. And I go over top of this cord, by the way. Okay, just like that. Slide that ring down. Capture the round bead. Just like that. On my right cord, I'm going to pick up a round bead now, so we're constantly alternating side to side. Okay. With my left cord, I'm going to pick up a ring. Slide that down. I have to go around the right cord, underneath, through the ring there, and over this cord. Slide the bead up. Just like this. You want to make sure that the ring stays here to the side. Okay, and I do like to hold this between my fingers and pull the cords gently, like that. Make them snug. You don't want to make it too tight because you will go around or slip around the bead and you won't be capturing it. Okay, so now I have this, and I have to put the 4mm bead now on my left side because I last put it on the right. Okay, there's the left side, and then with the right side, I'm going to pick up one ring, slide it down. I'm going to go underneath this cord and through my ring over top of that cord. Slide it up. Just like that. Okay. Now with the right side, I'm going to pick up a 4mm, slide that down. And then with the left, I'm going to pick up one ring, slide the ring down. I'm going to go underneath this cord and through this ring and over top of the left cord. Okay, I'm going to make sure this ring goes in that direction and that I capture this bead. So pretty cool, huh? I feel like even more can be done with this weave. I really like it. Okay, on the left side, we have to pick up the round bead because we just did that on the right side. And then on the other side, we're going to pick up a ring. Slide that down. I'm going to go under this cord, through this ring, and over top of the next cord. Just like this. So I'm going to do this a few more times, and then I'm going to fast forward me doing it the rest of the way, if I can fit it in the camera view. So this is what we have right now. I just did the round bead on the left side. I have to do round bead on the right side. Slide that down, and then the left side I have to pick up a ring. I'm going to go over the right cord, underneath through this ring, and then over the left cord. Capture the bead. Just like this. Okay, I have to put the round bead on this side now because I had it on the right side last time. And then take the right cord and pick up a ring. Go around left cord through the ring and over the right cord. There we go. So again, on the right side I have to pick up a round bead, and on the left side I'm picking up a ring, and then going around my right cord, underneath through this ring and over the left cord. Just like that. On the left side, I'm picking up a round bead, ring on the right side, going around underneath through this ring and over top of this cord. So this is pretty much it. Just keep going doing this until you get to the length of the bracelet you need. This is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like this video, leave me a comment, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and make sure you click the bell button so you get notified when I upload new videos, and check me out on all of my social media sites. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Thanks for watching.